Do you feel that it's important to build like a local following before you go to a major city like Toronto, especially when it comes from gig versus show and what you're gonna bring to that, arena?
I don't know. I had the chance to talk to Days on Parade, another band from the Niagara scene, on my podcast, Let's Make a Playlist, and they were early on it. And one thing we talked about is the fact that they've never been shy to go and play places. And their argument was that you can't keep hitting Niagara over and over again because it's not the kind of town. It doesn't feel like it, but it is kind of a college university town, especially St. Catharines. When Brock's back, when the Niagara College kids are back, it really shows at shows themselves and different events around the city, as opposed to the summertime when it's a little quieter and it's like obviously there's an influx of kids coming home, but there's also the kids that came to their university towns are back home where they're from, right? So it's interesting. And Days on Parade brought it up that they're more interested in cultivating that kind of little circuit of like going town to town to town. And then every time that they hit a next town, it's like maybe an extra 10 people show up or an extra 20 people show up because they're the band that keeps coming back around. So I can see both sides of it. I personally would love to get to the point where having a local, we have some support locally where it's not just friends in the scene, people who are, for lack of a better term, strangers to us, coming out to shows and that I'm meeting up with. Because right now it still does feel like we've got our support from our friends and the people in our lives, and now our kind of artist friends and fellow musicians bands are starting to come out to shows as well in support of us. But it takes more than that. It takes people who are just bored on a Friday or a Saturday night to go and check out a band just for the sake of checking out a band or checking out a venue or checking out a show just because it's close by or you have access to it. All that stuff is super important.